Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Design Lounge. I'm back with another poster that I found on Pinterest, and I just thought I'd show you how to do it today. So this is a really cool poster that I found, and there's all kinds of different ways that you can do this, and I'll show you a couple of different ways. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we do though, please remember to hit like and subscribe, and also click the subscribe button and the bell for notifications to be notified of all new content. It really helps me out when you subscribe, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of make a large G like this, and I'm going to go ahead and change the font. I believe this is probably using like maybe Gotham or something like that, because the G is a little bit different, but it didn't really matter too much. So at this point, I'm just gonna create the G. I'm gonna go ahead and just create outlines for this, just to make it easier to work with, and I'll show you the first method that you can use. And it doesn't really matter which method you use as long as you're really careful with the methods. But basically what you can do is, if you're on a Mac, you can hold down the Option key. And I like to hold down the Shift key as well, just to make sure that it is going in the right direction. So just kind of let go after you do that. And then you can do Command D to step and repeat. And then what you can do is just grab all of these right here, and then deselect the first one that we made, and then just do Shift and X to reverse the fill and the stroke. And then I'm going to select all of them again, and then I'm going to hit the I key, which is our eyedropper, and then hold down the Shift key and click on the background. Right there, that'll actually take the fill color of the background, but it doesn't affect the stroke color. And then now what I'm going to do is do Shift, Command, and left bracket, and it sends them all to the back there. And then what we need to do is we need to just basically reverse the order of these. So the easiest way to do this is let's leave this one right here. We're gonna click on this one, hold down Shift, Command, and left bracket, send it all the way to the back, and then just kind of go up with all of them right here. Hit the second one, and we'll bring it forward. And then just kind of go up the line. Really it's all about like the order that you're doing it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just counting. So I'm sending it to the back and then bringing it forward 5 times. Sending it to the back, bringing it forward 6 times. And then 7 times. 8 times. And 9 times. All right, so that's one way to do it. It may be the most inefficient way. You can see here, like, just kind of how you, obviously the distance and everything, it doesn't exactly match, but that's fine. There wasn't anything that, it was really just showing you that particular process. So that one may be a little bit more inefficient than the one that I will show you now. So now we select this again, and we go to Object, Transform, and Transform Each. So we're going to keep the scale the same, 100% and 100%, and then I'm just going to move it over maybe 1/8 of an inch right here. You know what? I actually did the wrong one. There we go. I meant to go to Effects, Distort and Transform, and then Transform. Sorry. Those are 2 completely different things there. All right, so I'm going to go 0.125, and then this is what we need to do, is we need to do the copies, okay? All right, so I'm going to move this a little bit further down, and then hit OK. And as you can see right here, if we swap the fill and the stroke on the one that we have selected, then it's going to affect all of them. So what we can do here is I will just pick up the fill right here, and then let's see if we can do the direct selection. No, we can't do that. So what we need to do is select this and then hit Expand Appearance. And now we have individual ones that actually have their respective paths, okay? And then we can just swap the fill and the stroke on that one. So as you can see, it's a lot faster to do that. Okay, and then let me lock this one real quick so I can select this, and then we can inverse the selection, and That way we can kind of thicken up that stroke a little bit. Okay. And now from this point, what we can do is we can hit ungroup and then select that very last one there and go up to effect, and then we'll go to transform again. And then this time we simply want to change the direction. Okay. And then maybe we'll go something like 5 copies, something like that, to make sure that we have like a nice consistent flow. I'm going to go ahead and make the horizontal negative 0.125 and then the vertical 0.25 to kind of get that going down in that one direction right there. So, and at this point, you know, you just kind of repeat what you did before, hit expand appearance, and then I'm going to ungroup everything, and then we can select that last one again, and we can go back to transform, and then we'll just kind of repeat the process right here. So you can do the exact, you know, like, you know, you can do the exact same thing that you did before. You can change the direction a little bit, but that's just how we did it right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adapt this into a Seinfeld poster, just because I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of my letters set up. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to basically just do the same thing that I did before, but I will speed up the video so that you're not sitting through all of that. Let me turn this brightness back up there. I accidentally hit the brightness key. Okay, so now we've got Seinfeld right here, and now I'm just gonna convert to outlines. I think that I might actually do each letter in a different color. So like maybe the red, yellow, and the blue for the opening credits. And I actually just realized I've been watching Seinfeld for years now, for like well over 10 years now. And I think I just realized that that the colors are Superman's colors, and Jerry Seinfeld is a huge Superman fan. So it took me forever to get that. Or it could just be complete coincidence. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling just like I tend to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and let's see, let's get this up to probably 2 inches for uniformed height. And now I'm going to go ahead and get started and get the placement and everything set up, and then apply the effects. So here I go. All right, so here we go. So as you can see, this is not, you know, as planned out and precise as the original source poster that we have here. But if this were something where, you know, if this were like a paid project or something, I would definitely spend a lot more time planning this out. This is just, you know, just kind of like a, you know, just kind of a crude mock-up of, or like an example of how you would actually do this and what processes that you would actually take. So, and for this, if you're a Seinfeld fan, you know it's a show about nothing. And then I just stuck down here, like, you know, the years that it ran. But I think that I might actually, maybe I'll make this one of my afternoon projects, where I fully plan this out, fully flesh it out, and make it, you know, definitely a little bit more refined, like our friend over here on the right. So, but yeah, so this is how you do it right here. And I just realized that I forgot to thicken up the weight of those strokes, but it's not really that big of a deal. Like I said, I'll probably make this one of my afternoon projects and refine it a little bit more. So I hope you learned something from this video. So, and I also hope you enjoyed watching it. If you liked the video, please remember to hit like and subscribe, and also click the bell for notifications to be notified of all new content. Sorry, I ran out of breath there. It really helps out when you like, subscribe. So thank you so much for all of you subscribers out there, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.